Yeah, I am currently running a video agency and generating over three to $4,000 every single month. And recently I started SMMA, and I am watching your content on YouTube. And
Nice, man.
yeah, exactly. And Instagram, connected with on Instagram. So how can I close my first client in SMMA without any ad spend? So man, I have one question next, and so you are like generating 40 to 50,000 every single month. So can you tell me your profit margin in this?
I mean, that's not too big of an issue for me, but the issue is like logistics. I'll lose calls, I lose sales. People are like, "Oh, right, you reached out to me to pitch me something."
Yeah.
And on the call, they're like, "All right, what's the price?" And then I have to go
Yeah.
find the price.
Which, again, like, don't get me wrong.
Does that happen?
Yeah, like, I was just about to say, like, don't get me wrong. It's not like you run ads and then all of a sudden everybody's buying. Like, the quality is slightly better, but it's not like, 10 times better. Like, you still have to have a good pre-call sequence, like, have a good sales system, have some client results, like, obviously. But I would say it's slightly easier. So, man, in your position, I would not even hesitate. I think if anybody is doing at least like 5K a month pretty consistently, just go for it.
And what do you think would be your recommended budget, like to start with?
Just start with something that doesn't hurt you, like, because my biggest like mistake with ads when I 2 days and then I'll be like, fuck, I spent $100 and there's no point. So you should be able to comfortably spend money for at least like a week or two for like each test. So it should be an amount that doesn't really hurt you.
All right.
With that,
What do you think is the amount would be like? Oh, that's pointless to spend. Like, what would
I would say below like 40 a day wouldn't really make sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What's up, John?
kind of following up with that question, my bad. I don't mean to interrupt you guys.
No.
But with SMS blasting, right? Because I've ran my agency is doing about 10K. I've been super scared with doing SMS blasting because of the simple fact that a lot of people can get sued. Like, if you send out a cold SMS, you can get sued like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you guys kind of go past that? And you know what I mean?
SMS, like I stopped running it, I think like 6 months ago, like 5 months ago. So before then, even like A2P verification was not a thing. Like you could just sign up and just like blast SMS. So I guess it keeps getting harder, the regulations. I guess you have to try to be as compliant as possible. I wouldn't over stress about it, but obviously, I would do both. Like when I was at about 10K, like I was doing both actively because I scaled. First of all, that are not good enough to only have ads because like if you're spending $50 a day, realistically you can only get like one meeting, maybe 2 meetings if you're really good. So it's not enough to just like cut everything else because you still want the volume. But there comes a point where you have like, let's say 2 or 3 calls with ads, and you realize that those calls are worth more than like 8 calls with SMS versus this takes you 0 time and this takes you all the time. So
okay.
Yeah.
So bringing it to another point, bro, what is your opinion on multiple acquisition streams? So let's say cold, and then I also have my ads right now. Like I have them edited. I just my media buyer just needs to go ahead and publish them. So what do you think about having multiple streams of outreach? Like,
so any of the either of these two that is substantially better.
It really just depends on the effort of my setters. Like my setters are some of my friends that have seen success, a little bit of success in my agency, and they're like, okay, I want to learn, but like I want to have percent. I don't know if that's a bit higher, if that's
Man,
decent.
like at the end of the day, like I like to overpay my guys. My setter right now makes about 8%, 200 per sale, but I can probably get him like maybe 3 to 5 sales a week, hopefully. But bucks an extra after somebody pays you, it's not gonna hurt you. Versus you having to churn setters and look for new people. Like that's gonna cost you more than the extra $50 you're gonna pay. So
that's true. That's true.
But yeah, to answer the question on acquisition, like if you have one channel that is, why can't you just scale this one? It's substantially better, and then you can just pour more kind of like volume into it.
Okay. Because I seen good CAC for whenever I was running ads, and then my thing was what you were talking about is I got scared once it started, decreasing in performance. I cut it, and then I went on a small vacation, and then from there ads never hit the same. So hopefully this next one will. I mean, I've never had a bad break even, just a little bit over the water. You know what I mean?
Man, I get you, because like I lost probably like $3,000 when I was starting running the ads. Like my first $3,000 I had. Even if you make 10K a month, like it still fucking hurts you, right? Because it's your money that you've earned.
100%.
So I would look at it like what always helps me with, and we'll get to the next question in a second, but what helps me with like spending money on ads is thinking with like a longer horizon. $50. The more I spend $50, fuck, like it's money out of my pocket. But if you look at it from like, let's say 2 weeks, okay, the next 14 days I'm gonna spend $700. Like if even next 30 days I'm gonna spend $1,500. If over the entirety of 30 days of,
that's
if you
true.
look at it that way,
I like that.
It's easier to spend the money.
100%. And I mean, with that, my offer compared to another industry, I feel like it's a bit lower. I charge right now $2,500 for a 3-month term with detailers, mobile detailers, and then so it's just, I mean, in terms of offers, like, what do you think on how to scale my offer to a substantial point with them doing lower ticket jobs or lower-ish ticket jobs compared to roofing, and it's just.
I mean, the value is probably
Surya, we just did.
gradually increase the price, but I think 25 is fine. Just start with that, because like you want to get at least one set, keep raising the price by like $500, for example, during the 3-month period until you hit kind of like the thing where people can kind of like be one step and kind of like charge. Maybe that's going to be 4K. I'm not sure, right? But
okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's good, bro? Yeah, I just wanted to ask a simple question. What percentage of like AI would you say you have integrated into your agency?
So I use AI mostly to improve my product. That's your question. So I do a lot of ads with AI. So most of my statics are with AI. Some of my videos are with AI. I also use AI agents. So like, AI agents, namely conversational agents. So that if they get an appointment and they don't book, it just like keeps texting them until they book the appointment. And then a lot of AI for ads, and then just like random ChatGPT for me to increase productivity. For example, I analyze my closures myself. Recently, I hired like a bunch of UGC creators that create like 10 ads, and then.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I'm currently working on getting that set up, especially like an outbound caller, and like you just said, like an AI agent that just directly books them into your calendar. How hard was that to really do? Was that really difficult for you, or?
No, so the inbound setter for me, just to book the point already like opted in, that's super easy to set up. And like I did not even watch a video on that. I literally opened Go High Level, kind of like guys you step by step. Maybe I like ChatGPT for 10 minutes, but like it's super easy to set up. You can do it with 30 minutes.
All right, bad. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Carol, by the way, one quick thing too before I hop off.
And it was super random and super unpredictable. Like I would just get like a one call off ads, then for 4 days I would get nothing, then another call, then somebody would show up eventually. So that was pretty inconsistent. I think my first winners came when I was still like 10K. And then at some point, when I started getting some more consistency, I've realized that ads are making me more money than SMS, and there are like 10 times less work than SMS. So I would say from when I started running the ads at 10K a month to like 60K a month, that was around maybe like 4 to 5 months.
And what do you think? And were you every time where you were collecting?
For like 2 months, that was July and August this year, right? It was just like I was spending $150 a day and stupid ROI. But then I actually reached out to some of my boys and I was like, I just cannot increase the ad spend for some reason. And they're like, bro, just fucking do it gradually. Just increase it by 50. Increasing by 4, like nothing happened. And then I increased it to like 250. And then it got to the point where I got too many appointments for me to handle. So I had to like make some other hires like setter and stuff. And right now I'm just at, I think, 280. Well, I would, because it's not like you upfront put 9K into ads, right? It's a daily budget. So let's say that in the first like 9K a month, that's for like 2K a week pretty much. So the first week you spend 2K, but you're probably going to close like at least 1 or 2 people. So you're already, what I know my friend is doing he's doing ad spend. Every time he closes somebody, he's increasing it by 50. So he's doing 100, he closes someone, he's doing 150, closes someone, he's doing 200. I mean, eventually, you don't have to go like all in. You can just like gradually increase it because you also need to find a day if you don't have any like proven ads.
Right. And the last thing is, with $50 a day,
I was probably getting like on average 1 call booked a day, and then probably like 0.7 shots a day. So that's like 50. Oh, you know, it's not crazy, but the appointments are worth also more.
kind of baffled that because like I don't understand that because like I'm going from SMS where daily you can sign.
Yeah.
No, let's sign book 15 people in and you spend like $20. But like the issue is ShopRite is shit. But I think that's my problem. My process. And still they're not oh, come on Bimbo, show me the price. They're more like
yeah, exactly. But bro, look at it this way. Even if you do ads and you only have, let's say that you have 3 shops every single day. So you have okay, so everybody says 20%, but then nobody actually closes 20%. But from ads, you can actually close 20%. So that's 12 clients. So if you're charging 2K a month, you can literally be 3 shows a day. It's all it takes to scale 25K a month. So you don't need 10 shows, 10 calls a day because the quality is so much better. So I wouldn't compare SMS appointment to ads appointment.
It's uncomparable, right?
Yes. Obviously, sometimes you're going to get somebody from ads who's complete, fucking douchebag, but then on average, it's going to be way better. All right, what's good, boys? Surya?
Yeah. Hi, Carol. How are you?
Pretty good, man.
Where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
Yeah, I am currently running a video agency and generating over $3,000 to $4,000 every single month. And recently I started SMMA, and I am watching your content on YouTube. And
Nice,
so
man.
yeah, exactly. And Instagram, connected with on Instagram. So how can I close my first client in SMMA without any ad spend?
Without any answer.
Sorry.
Who's your first client? What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
If you want to close your first client, I've literally today released a video on I think SMS strategy that is super underrated, which is blasting cold SMS to people, offering them a 2-week free trial, and then upselling them to a retainer. Because it's not because they don't have money to pay, it's because they've been burned by 5 other agencies and they're just not willing to pay anything up front.
Yeah.
Right? So I would take a lot of people, especially if you're a beginner, because your service is not that good yet. You won't feel guilty for charging people money. You will actually learn the service, you will deliver for some people, and then once you're good, you'll naturally just upsell them, and then you can start charging more on the front end. So I'll just learn the service and upsell them. That's what I'll do.
So man, I have one question next, and so you are generating $40,000 to $50,000 every single month. So can you tell me your profit margin in this?
What's that?
Can you tell me your profit margin? You are generating $40,000, $50,000 every single month. So your profit margin.
So
Yeah.
okay. So last 30 days, I'm just looking at my fund basis. So it's perfectly 59K. Out of 59K, my profit margin is about 75% realistically. So 45K profit.
Okay, thank you.
Setters.
Yo, what's good? I had a few questions. I've got a weird situation I'm in, so I'm new to this. I've only been in the agency game for 2 months now, I think. So main question is, how do I deal with 3 actually on a free trial? So first one churned actually 2 days ago, unfortunately. He was card detailing and it was over a lead form. So I'm not sure what it was. Really. I'm not sure. I tried changing the lead form as well. I tried changing it. There was only 3 questions in total. So he was getting a good few leads, but none of them were quality. He tried calling them, but none of them were qualified. He ended up churning. But for this second client, it's through website, not lead form. We've been getting him 3 to 4 contacts on his website. And the only thing is, I got I think 21 contact conversions, out of which only 1 or 2 we actually closed, and results have just stopped going. they've just stopped completely, basically.
Was it like recently? When did they stop?
Yes. So yesterday it started
Oh, yes.
slowing down. He only got 1 contact conversion, and today he's gotten 0 so far. But
Okay.
yeah,
So man, I just got you here. So like, don't.
$30 Canadian a day. So
Okay, so that's literally like, yeah, like 22 or 25 bucks. So extremely low because I mean, again, like I have some of my clients spending like 500 bucks a day. Like if you're spending 20 bucks a day, there's just not enough data for you to look at anything on a daily level. 1,000 a day, then you can be like only spending 20. You have to be looking at data with at least like 80 to 100 bucks spent, which for you is like 4 to 5 days. So you can be looking like, oh, those 4 days were shit. Okay, those 4 days were good. Like looking at it on daily level, it's just not enough statistical sample for it to tell you anything. Like it's just, you might get a random like booking. Let's say that your volatility is 3 bookings. Like if you have 10 bookings a day versus 13 bookings a day, like that's a difference of 3, but it's not that huge. Versus in your case, between 0 and 3 a day, that's a massive swing. So at your ad spend, I would not even look at data at a daily level. I would look at least like. But what you said from earlier that I've picked up is that you've pretty much switched to. I don't know how to do it because I'm not, I never like asked them about details because it's not my niche. But detailing, can attract like lower kind of like they're never interested. But when you have to get them to go on your less people but more qualified, which is what these business owners want. So I would stick with it if that's working for you. And for your ads, are you doing like videos or statics?
They've all been videos, so
Okay,
3
good.
videos I don't think would work. I was
Yeah.
researching over the ad library. There weren't really many photo ads, just maybe for ceramic coatings. Long term, they might work better, but
I look at the Facebook library and like there's a lot of videos. Doesn't do great like fresh and good. Sometimes that works, but I think in detailing specifically, videos are just better. So I'd stick to that. I just keep that. Either push for like higher ad spends, or if you're doing very low ad spends, just don't look at data on a daily level because that's not getting you.
I have one more question. So, like general auto services was never my ideal. They're easier to sign, I guess, just to get a few results. I kind of want to get into the home improvement niche, so roofing, could be in just landscaping, general stuff like that. But I have no clue how to get into that. I tried landscaping for a while, cold calling, but no one was answering because most of the time they're out on jobs. So SMS kind of level, and I don't really have the money to.
Okay, so I mean, home improvement is objectively a good niche because like people charge a lot of money, so they can justify spending a lot of money. It's very competitive. I feel like recently everybody from real estate, detailing, med spas, everybody just came into like home improvement. So it's very competitive, and you need to be good to sign clients because like trust me, it's like a year ago or 2 years ago. But yeah, cold calling does not really work well because as you said, these guys are always on the job sites unless you're targeting higher kind of like level, so like bigger corporations that the owners are not in the field but they're like managing stuff. But yeah, cold SMS definitely works well. If you don't have money for a high level, go on YouTube, search like extended free trial, and then after the 30 days, cancel subscription, and then they'll give you 2 weeks for free. And then after those 2 weeks, you can do it again. So you can actually have 2 months for free with high level. I think I did it like 3 times in my life, so I had like 6. And yeah, I think cold SMS works great in those niches, especially coupled with like free trials, just for you to get some reps in, prove yourself. And then, bro, like free trial doesn't mean that you're not making money. Like,
Yeah. I'll 100% do that. Thank you, man. You said what was his name?
Thank you. So, which, by the way, I should be fucking like my high level, but no, he has a 30-day one. I would only have like 14 days. So, objectively, it's gonna help more. And then after it's like finishing, you can just go to like trial extension and try to do it. And I think you also say you don't have much experience on high level. Like, there's a lot of YouTube videos. Like, ask it, and we'll just step by step tell you what to click.
Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you so much, man.
All good, man. Yes, sir.
Awesome, yeah. Yeah, I was for maybe 3 months. I still have no clients, and I've been doing cold calling. Would you like if looking back, would you cold call again, or would you just go straight to SMS?
Because I do have someone.
Okay.
I'll go straight to SMS for 3 months. Like I didn't sign anybody for 3 months as well, and it was during without like any school and stuff, and I couldn't fucking sign anybody. First of all, is as you said, cold SMS, and the reason cold SMS is way better is because people are gonna reply anything, and you can call them. Then essentially you have 30 cold calls. Like that's an equivalent of 30 cold calls. But first of all, you know that everybody's gonna pick up, and everybody's like semi-interested. So you have 30 warm calls, which for you to get 30 warm calls, you'll probably have to dial like 300 people, which is going to take you the whole day.
For sure.
So I'll do that, and then I do it. But like I was trying to get I was charging 1K a month back then. Free trial thing, because I think you can actually within like a month you can already convert like few free trials and get your first clients versus not sign anybody.
Yeah. So if I do that, would doing performance-based do as good or like slightly worse than free trials, or is it significantly worse?
You're gonna get better quality of people, the type of people that you want to work with long term, but people who are pay for results, they're kind of willing to. And then if somebody says no, I would be like, okay, hey man, like I'm confident I can do it. I can give you 2 weeks for free. How about that? So
Okay.
I'll use as a like downsell, so you can do that.
Okay, that's really good. Because the whole reason I was trying to do either free trial pay per appointment is because I'm doing auto niche, and obviously I don't have any results to show, so I don't know what guarantee to like provide. So I was just trying to get some reps in.
Yeah, the pay per appointment is perfect, because guaranteeing stuff without any like experience is not a good idea, because like it's not a good idea, because you always think you can get them better results than you actually can at the store. You've just never done them. So
yeah, for sure. Because I'd rather work for free than work and think I have money, try to spend it, and then just have to refund it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really good advice. Appreciate that, bro.
Good, man. What's good, Yomar? Okay, 1 second. So let's go to I see Kaden next.
Sorry about that. Just oh, I'm sorry. Should I mute myself?
You guys.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to even start, because I run ads, right? I run ads for this guy. He does concrete. And so far, he got a job, right? Off like $450 spent, like a $10,000 job. Is that even good? I thought it was kind of high.
I mean, on the 10K, how much did he profit?
I don't know. I don't know his profit margin, honestly. I'm actually a neighbor. He literally lives right in front of me.
Okay.
And I started doing it for him for free, because I just want to, it's like a sandbox. I want to see how it goes running ads.
100%, man. That's good. So in concrete, he's probably getting like 30% profit margin. So he probably made like 3K profit, and that cost him like 400. So like if you ask me if I want to pay 400 to get 3,000, like I would say yes. So I think that's good.
But it's just like I feel like the market is so weird, because like some days you do, it's like fishing.
Yeah, like I think you disappear off my screen, so I don't see anymore. But at lower ad spends, okay. So at results with Facebook ads, like you're not gonna get consistent leads every day. Like if you spend 300, let's say for my B2B ads, I spend like $300 a day. Like I'll get between like 3 and 7 meetings booked a day, right? Which is a big swing. But like if you're spending like $50 a day, you might get 0 meetings for like 3 days in a row.
I have a question. Do you guys collect like information like first name, last name, email, or do you guys make people book with a calendar? Like let's say for my guy Sean, him collect info like a person's first name or last name, or make him book with him as like in a calendar.
I have like a 2-step funnel. So the first step, address, and then after they become a lead, I redirect them to a booking page where they can book the appointment. Now, if they only do the first thing and not do the second thing, the booking part, then my automated AI, like voice agent, SMS agent, tries to like get them to book away. I don't want to miss out on the lead. I want to lock it in. But then after that, I want to go for the appointment as well.
Okay. What else? Anybody who does like concrete or anything similar like that?
Well, not concrete, but I'm in construction, so like there's a lot of
okay, because I also did ads for kitchens, right? For my brother, I never closed, but I got him leads, and they're pretty expensive. The cost per lead, they were like $50 to even more, or I don't know.
Around it. So like if you're selling a $25,000 kitchen, like 50 per lead is phenomenal, and that's phenomenal. If you're like 200 per lead would be like I have some businesses who are like, hey, I'm willing to pay 500 per. They made 25,000 for 500. That's phenomenal. So like, I wouldn't try to, I would allow myself. The day in construction is still very good.
Okay. Cause honestly, I don't know. I feel like I'm bottlenecked right now, because of like funds right now. Like this guy, he's only running $30 a day.
Yeah. That's a pretty big bottleneck. Like there's only as much as you can do with that. Getting him at least like 3 leads a week is still a good result.
Right? I just started this new campaign, right? And I was running off my funnel, right? It was pretty good. Like the quality, of course, it was pretty good. This guy called, like at first, for the first 10 leads, he was sitting at like 100K worth of estimates, right? He still hasn't even updated me about those 10 leads, actually. He said maybe one of them might be a close, but I mean, I still don't know.
I mean, that's the issue of construction. Like the sales cycle is just so fucking long that by the time they get the lead, they can get the money like 2 months after, which is...
Okay. So now I'm trying... I was trying to get like to see if I get okay. I'm gonna run instant forms with Advantage plus off, right? Maybe out of interest, and instead of a funnel, right? And so far, I started like far. He's on he might give an estimate for a job that which might be like 10K, but this going, I don't know. I'm trying to like fulfill so I can have proof, so I could run my own ads.
That's good, man. Like you don't have to, you don't need to have the full path figured out before you even like get some reps in, try different stuff, because you already have some clients. I'll try to make sure that the system works. So I'll make sure that I'm getting them pretty good results, and you can get some more clients for like even like free or like pay per appointment just to get some more reps. And then once you have good consistent results for them, then you can just start charging people. And
it looks tough. Like a lot of you guys get the leads, right? You guys have an AI caller to call them, trying to like set them to an appointment. Man, I want to have an AI caller.
A lot of beginners, I mean, I'm not calling you a beginner because I have no clue, but like a lot of people at the start are like thinking that something's wrong with them because they're like on their own with the problem part.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that then. I guess that's everything that I just have to say, honestly. I just want to see tell you what's on my mind, honestly. I appreciate it, though.
All good, man.
Thank you.
Ismail, what's good?
Oh, hello. I had a question. I'm from Germany. I kind of have a specific niche in Germany.
Okay.
And I'm asking if I should switch to USA. I'm doing cold calls mainly for outreach, but I'm looking forward to looking like a client in the next week or so. But I'm scared if I switch to the US, that it's too competitive because I see like especially home improvement right now is very, very competitive. So I don't have a chance, kind of, because my English is alright. In with doing calls there, and will also get better practice in, and then switch to the US, or just stick in generally to Europe.
Martin also said that he's in a similar position, but in the Netherlands. I mean, that's a tough one because that really depends on how good your market is, which I can't really say how good Germany is because I've never run ads in Germany or in Poland or in, that like you can charge decent money and have a good way of getting clients, and there's less competition, which is going to make you even easier to sign clients, and you can scale it. Then I wouldn't force going to the US just for the sake of going to the US. But if you feel like you were constrained in your country because, for example, in Poland, if in my case, like I would not be able to charge more than like $200, which I know is not the case in Germany because you guys are a bit better off than we are. So trained in Germany or in Netherlands, I'll just stay in it because you can dominate the market probably way easier than in the US, and then you can probably charge good prices. Correct me if that's wrong, but I think you can charge pretty good prices.
I want to switch to like a higher niche, but my niche is kind of doing this. It's driving schools, and driving schools in Germany make pretty good money. So one client for them is like 2 to 3K nowadays. They make
2 to 3K.
Yeah, they make 2 to 3, mostly like teenagers, like 16, 17 years old, to try to make the license when you're 17.
Yeah.
So I would probably just run ads on Instagram and Reels. Instagram and Reels. That was my initial plan. Go high level for the. Would you instantly do a landing page or instant forms, or they send a message to the Instagram or WhatsApp in a custom message?
Well, so a few things. So again, like whether you send a landing page or lead form, that really depends on the market. I know in the US when you do a lead form, because they had to filter through 8 other people, they'll be on your ass every single day. Like, oh, these things are not qualified. Fuck you, because they don't understand the game. So I'll start with lead forms because it's faster and easier to set.
Yeah, I understand. But have you ever tried like they can send directly messages, like the leads just send directly messages?
But then do you want to reply to these messages, or do you want them to reply to the messages?
I would like to set up Go High Level to reply instantly to those messages.
So like an AI, I mean, that can work. Yeah. That can work. And I don't understand what's the advantage of that over like just getting their info. I think it's going to be less friction, but you're not necessarily getting.
I would say landing pages makes more sense.
Run ads in Europe. Second of all, I have no idea about like driving school niche. Although I did my driver license in Poland for like maybe 1,000 euros, like last year. So
around the same. Yeah. I could probably charge 1 to 2K. Like I wouldn't say easily, but I could charge with a good offer. And I'm also thinking about maybe just doing my work now in driving schools, getting a little bit of practice in with ads and everything, getting my first clients, improvements, and home improvements, and like real estate, or maybe lawyers. What would you say?
I mean, I'm not a fan of switching niches with a caveat to like a completely different vertical. So for example, if you're already in, and then winter is coming, so nobody's your roofs, it's perfectly fine to pivot to like kitchens, because the broad niche of like home improvement, although they're obviously very different things, it's going to be very similar clients, similar delivery, versus going from home improvement to real estate to like smaller services like detailing or driving schools. That's a big jump. Every time you're going to jump, you'll need at least a few weeks to just like get to know the niche, which is going to be a few, and like what's the potential. But I think especially bigger ones should absolutely be able to afford like a few K a month.
Yeah, and would you say, I know you haven't got experience in Europe running ads, but you're very ads kind of guy, I would say. But do you think it's smart to run ads in Europe? Like I know you haven't done it, but just
I know some people who do it. They're getting really good. Very good in Europe is because it costs you less money to reach 1,000 people, right? Mm-hmm. So even if you're way less competition, so I think they can work really well.
That's pretty similar.
I wouldn't shy away from it. I never tried it because, like, for me, Poland was never.
Do you think I should start running ads like from 5K and up, like a month, or?
Yeah, after you get your first, consistent like 2 or 3 or 4 clients, and you feel like the results are pretty consistent. Mm-hmm. Like if you got a few clients at least, and you know that.
Yeah, and also on running ads for B2B, would you say static ads or video ads?
No, again, that depends on the market. For me, statics are pretty good because video ads competition in the US is like crazy. Everybody's doing a video like, roofers, I'll get you fucking 10 jobs for you don't pay. Everybody does that, so, But I think both work.
Do you do? Yeah, that's about it. But what would you say, like in the span of next 3 months, how high could I scale, and what would be the fastest scaling process? So basically, now do a lot of cold calls and just stack up meetings, and then try to get the clients, and basically just book them, get as soon as I have like 2, 3, 4 clients, making like 2 to 3.
Call out recently, cut this out, and you just keep scaling this. So that's the usual route, but like there's no rules for it. Like you can just run them whenever you have money to run them, and then whenever you feel like they're worth your time, or call out read them.
And I have a question about closers. Where did you find your closers? And like how at what stage did you get your?
Because below that you don't have enough qualified calls, because a closer needs to make at least like 5K a month, right, to be happy. So if he's charging you even like 20%, which is high, then that means that you need to be closing 25K a month for him to make 5K a month. Like if you're doing 5K a month, we're getting way more experience, way more knowledge of your market, which is going to be very helpful for your ads, for your delivery, for all of that. So I wouldn't worry about closers. But if you do want to get them, I'll reach out to just like good placement agencies. I pay like $3,000 to get my closer. which sounds expensive, but he made it back on the first day. So
That's all my questions answered. Thank you.
what's good, man? What's good, Alex? And then I have Martin as well. But
I think
yes, sir.
it's working. Yeah, I was actually just like, I wanted to make sure like my system, because Luca, his system is like low-key exactly what I'm doing, you know? You said you got like a landing page that you kind of redirect people to, because that seems to be, so taking people from like the meta ads straight to the lands. When people do submit lead forms, these guys just like disappear, you know, or like never even. And I was on call with my client yesterday. That was not my first client I closed yesterday. I've been at this for like 2 weeks, you know, so this picked up quick. But my whole system basically is, because right now I'm giving them a free trial, you know, so first 20 people is free, and then after that I charge $20 per lead, because I was trying the book job, but like I feel like that would be a lot more difficult, you know, to do. So I just want to make sure, you know, that system would like actually work, or like what you started off, because I'm gonna do that for like my first 10 clients, and then after 10, then I'll probably try to like incorporate like an AI system or something.
Yeah, again, I mean, like the goal of the first, I know everybody wants to, you know, make their first money and like flash that Stripe screenshots to be able to get way more money way faster. But so the question is about if landing pages are better than lead.
Making sure, so like my whole process, I just want to make sure I'm not like ripping myself off, you know, $99 a month just for like the landing page, and then $20 cost per lead, because I want to make sure like that matches the value I'm providing, because you know, like I said, no like AI systems or nothing yet.
And how many? No, don't worry about like AI systems. Just like,
oh yeah, well I actually have a like little thing right here.
Are you in the US as well?
Yeah. I'm in Florida. I saw your video too about that guy in like Tampa, St. Pete or whatever. You signed that client. Yeah, I'm like, this dude is literally like right next to me. I might see him, but yeah, I should, because I do pressure washing, right?
Oh, a week. Okay. So that's why I'm asking, because I didn't know the volume. So I mean, 30 leads a week. That would be 120 a month times 20. Yeah, that could be 2.5K a month. Even though when you first said $20 a lead, like I had like $20 a lead. It's like, you know.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, leads. It's not like guaranteed if they book or not, but it's like at least like a 60% closure rate, you know.
Then raise that, because if you say $20 per lead, so I would raise it to like maybe 50 per lead, and then you can still charge them like, I don't know, landing page is a bit, you know, it's a bit low, but just charge them anything, to be honest, just to make sure that you have your card on file. So I would raise the price per lead, and yeah, you can keep charging like monthly $1. You always want to have the card. Okay, man. Martin, what's good? And then I'll go back to Kaden.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
It's actually the first time I'm in a group call, so I'm kind of
That's
nervous,
that's the first call we're ever hosting, so that's fine.
When a client has like a domain for his own website, how do you then make the landing page for the client? Because how do you set it up like domain-wise?
Yeah, so what I was doing at the beginning, which was fucking stupid, I do not recommend that. For every client, I would buy a domain. Let's say that their domain is like, I don't know, xyzroofing.com. I would buy like Squarespace for like $10 a year. That was retarded. So what I do now is I have one domain, book your appointment. And then you buy one domain, that's like bookyourappointment.com. And for each client, you just do a subdomain of their name. So let's say xyzcompany.bookappointment.com, right? So
all right,
I'll just buy one domain. Yeah, just buy one domain for like $10, and then for each client, like you can add unlimited subdomains with their name .thisdomain.com, and that's the cheapest and most efficient method. And but yeah, so
crazy. All right, nice. And I have one small question about SMS outreach. I'm from the Netherlands, and I really don't know if it's kind of a gray area to begin with. But how does the A2P verification work? Like, is it only for the US, or is it also needed in Europe?
I think it's only for the US. Again, I've never tried the SMS campaigns in Europe, but I think it's only for the US.
And is it also like SMS, or does it also work on, for example, like WhatsApp? Because a lot of people in the Netherlands, they use WhatsApp to communicate, and I think if you send it through WhatsApp, it's more personalized.
I think there is a way to automate WhatsApp from high level. Again, I've never used it, so I don't like talking on the topics that I've never done, because I don't want to give advice and that'd be wrong. So I've never used it, but there's definitely an option to do it on WhatsApp. If you probably just like ChatGPT, it should be pretty.
All right. Okay, that's it, man. Thank you very much, and the rest I'll figure it out myself.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
All good. What's good, Caden? Sorry for keeping waiting here, but.
What's up, bro? Yeah, what I wanted to ask about, kind of going back to the experimented with incentives to like boost your show up rate.
So you mean like paying them to show up for the appointment, or just like giving them like the discount to show up?
Offering, because currently what I'm doing is, like I even have it on my site. I say offering like maybe like $500 and like free resources, like obviously tailored to their niche, just for them showing up.
If those resources are valuable to them, because like, if somebody told me like, hey, I'll help you scale your how to, I don't know, have better agency model, like I wouldn't even probably watch it. But if it's something objectively valuable and they actually like are gonna watch it, then it's probably a great way.
Okay, got you.
So you need to make sure that they actually want to like see it, or like it's such a pain point that I actually like want help on that.
Gotcha. And the other question I was gonna ask was, when you first started SMA, did you start off with did you start on the lead gen side of things, or was it e-com for you?
No, lead gen.
Now just switching over to lead gen. I've been doing e-com for the last couple of months, but that's why I've decided to really start the agency in the first place, because when you really just go into the lead gen side of things, that's when things get more professional. So you kind of just have.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, e-com is probably very, very competitive, and I think there's a lot of agencies who are like killers. They have teams that are doing that shit. Like they're reading every single update. Like they already know Andromeda with like they can recite that shit. Like they're really down there. It's gonna be hard for you to compete with them, I feel like.
Yeah. Honestly, the clients were mostly headaches.
Hate to break it to you, but yeah, I mean,
they usually say like the older guys are easier to deal with. I don't know, because a lot of these young you like to listen, I feel like, but
until you get a client in home improvement, and then they'll try to give you their Facebook access for like. Wait, what was that? What was the last question?
How would you say like service delivery is? I heard it's easier.
You don't have to like definitely easier than e-commerce.
It's definitely easier.
It's definitely easier than e-commerce. Yeah, it can be hard, especially in some markets. For example, if you go to roofing, like in some states, it's laughably. For example, Florida is laughably easy, but then like Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas is gonna be incredibly hard. Overall, it's definitely easier than e-commerce. Yeah.
All right, got you. Appreciate it.
What's good, my Polish fellow?
What's up, Carol?
That's good.
So I watched some video on this, and the guy said that the best way to either still do kitchen remodels or something like that, and then after they reply, do I call them instantly or just send another message with like a quick pitch?
Yeah, so that's a good strategy. Like pretty much, the idea is easy to reply to. Like you don't really want to be pitching in the first message, or you still really want locations. They'll be like, yeah, because they'll think that you're a client. And then, you can have contact plus over the phone, you can kind of like qualify them, because with SMS, you're gonna get a lot of broke people. So, like, how many jobs did you close last month? They're gonna be recording people for like 3 months. Like, they won't be able to pay you anything realistic. Versus they say like, hey, I've closed like 10 kitchens last month, probably making like 1 million a month or something. So that's the benefit of doing it over the phone. You just like qualify them. SMS, and you're also gonna get more people to book if you do it over the phone. With just texting, you'll get less bookings, right? But you're gonna get usually kind of like better quality people than calling them. So if you're starting out and you don't have a lot of meetings in your calendar, I'll be calling every single reply, to be honest.
All right. Also, I have one more question because I heard you guys talking about like currently I'm just like day before sending an email and that's it. Should I like call them one more time before the meeting?
Yeah, you could, especially if you don't have a lot of meetings. The more you talk to them, the better it is. The bigger the shot.
Yo, what up, Carol? How are you?
What's up, man? Very good.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I know you got a quick question. So I know you sort of touched on this earlier as far as potentially like offering a free trial to potential clients. Kind of want to dig into that. Like, what does that entail, right? So is the client spending their money on the ad spend and you're just creating the ads to try to get them leads and then, you know, you upsell them on the service like a week or two later? Or should I just try and, you know, one shot close on the first call?
So you mean on the first call where you sell them the free trial?
Yeah, so like, I don't know if I should go the route where I'm offering them a trial because they, you know, they don't know me as an agent. I'm trying to sell them on like $1,000 or $2,000 a month retainer, right? And they're skeptical and they're like, well, you know, do you have like testimonials? Do you have case studies or whatever? Like, look, like this is a month-to-month thing. We can give it a 1 month run. You know, we're gonna get you maybe 4 or 5x ROI or whatever the case is, get you enough leads to close, and then I pretty much where I'm at right now is like 99% done on the landing page. I have like a calendar integrated on the bottom instead of the form because I want them to form, and now it's just creating another point of contact for me to reach out. And then I guess from here, the next step for me would just be to learn meta ads and figure all that stuff out. So that's kind of where I'm at.
So, like, when you jump on a call with them, I'll be like, hey man, we can get you, you know, good results. But I understand that you've probably been burned in the past by like different agencies and you're hesitant about paying money up front. And I'm okay with proving myself. So I'm okay with giving you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks free trial, whatever you decide. And then if after that you like it, well, it's going to be, I don't know, $1,500 a month or $100 a lead or whatever your offer is. But again, like I want to make sure that you like it and it works for you first. And then only if you're satisfied you're making money on that, we can have a conversation about, you know, working together long.
Do most of your clients just want to pay like a monthly retainer and just get it?
But I want to get monthly retainers. So.
Right. Of course.
Like I like doing pay-per appointment with bigger clients because I can do a few $100 a day ad spend. I can get a lot. Client's probably going to pay me maybe like $20K a month or like $15K a month because he's such a fucking huge whale. But so you know, if I can choose $15K a month or $2.5K a month, obviously. But for most anomaly and the way you land those big fishes, you need to have a lot of good results with other clients. But with other clients, I just prefer obviously retainers. You don't have much experience. I would like conform with them and actually be like, agree to their way of transacting, because for them paying per appointment is kind of like certainty, because they know that, you know, out of a few appointments, they're gonna.
So you're pretty much kind of like doing a discovery question and figuring out whether this potential client you're going to just end up providing a lead, a monthly retainer where they're going to get somewhat of a steady flow of prospects coming their way.
No, I mean I just pitch retainers. I mean I have my closer pitch retainers, but like, especially when I was still closing and I would realize that somebody is like maybe get creative, or I'll try to pitch them like, do this, and he was like, how about I pay you? Interesting, because you're a big fish and you actually pay me a lot, so I could listen. But look, man, like what we do here works. I have 50 other guys to prove it. Like, if you want those results, that's gonna be $2,500 a month, right?
Right.
So it really depends on you, but I think pay per appointment is great for the first month.
That makes sense. Another question I have as well: separate pricing packages. Do you recommend putting pricing on landing page or just completely avoiding that?
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'll mute it for a second. No, I wouldn't recommend putting prices on landing pages, because. But do you mean for B2B or for B2C?
I guess so. I'm trying to run a similar model as what you're doing. I guess where onboard, business owners, and then obviously sell them on some sort of lead generation service.
Okay. Well, B2B and B2C is business to business and business to clients. So business to getting clients through ads, and then business to consumer is filtering for your clients, answer for somebody in the chat. But
Gotcha.
I would not put prices, because usually the reason for the incentive for somebody to book a call with you is to learn the price. So if you take that away, they have literally no incentive to book because they already know the price.
Correct.
So I would not do it, to be honest.
Understood. Okay. And then obviously, as someone that's starting out, maybe don't want to spend, crazy money on ads. Am I just pretty much spending the majority of the time creating my own ads to try to attract these clients? I know you mentioned in yesterday's Discord call that you go through the ad library in Meta and you sort of look for certain keywords or videos that are, viral. And are you just copy and pasting these? I mean, what sort of, I don't want to spend obviously date.
And you can have your ads done within the next 90 minutes. So what you're gonna do is, you mean ads for yourself to attract business owners to work with you?
Yeah.
And what niche are you in?
So I'm thinking for solar. I mean, anyone. I mainly want to target high ticket clients that I know for a fact are. You know what I mean?
So let's try it quickly. Let's do HVAC, paper appointment. I can throw one in. Okay, so you see all the ads, and now it's only 10 ads. So let me just do this. Maybe it's gonna be more ads. Okay, 280 ads. And now let's go to filters. Right, so what I did here, because I didn't explain, I put you or just to capture, the average marketing lingo. You do today is 7th, so you'd go maybe 10 days at least.
Mm-hmm.
And now you see over 100 ads that are running for you see.
Go viral.
Right, just a lot of ads. And
are you recommending more static ads or video ads for this type of niche?
Well, statics are easier for you to get started because you can literally test them. You can make 10 ads in 5 seconds. But you can see all the ads here. I just go and paste a lot of them and just go to ChatGPT and just ask them for your niche's pain points. And they'll be okay, using those pain points, use an ad, the pain points, and generate an actual image for me. The ChatGPT will actually generate the actual ad image for you. That'll be your own. It's not ripped from anybody, but it's was inspired by other people. That's what I would do.
Okay, understood. And then obviously, because I'm targeting multiple different industry niches here, should I just put sort of a generalized ad that is giving the concept of hey, if you're a business owner and you need ads, you need leads, should I be targeting, these actual HVAC?
No, I would target actual niches because, if you see an ad detailing business and you're hey, anybody, do you want to run an ad? Retailer in this location making between this and this amount of money with this pain point, I will fucking help you out. You'll be oh shit, that's me. Right? So there's just way better likelihood of them actually doing it.
Okay, understood. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing I start learning that. And when and if I do get a client, I guess I'll just have to replicate basically my formula onto their business is what it sounds like, right?
Yeah,
I'm creating that up. And then I guess I'm setting up a sub account in GHL for them as well and monitoring.
And the same way you went to the ads library and did some market research and did that for yourself, you're going to do the exact same thing for your clients.
Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Are most clients pretty chill about this? Are they just waiting throughout the day to just a lot of your clients bugging you and asking you hey, why am I getting less leads this week or more leads this week?
Yeah. Some of them are this way. Some of them are just hey man, it's been 2 days. It's been 2 days and I'm not a millionaire yet. What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
That happens. Some of these guys are just bro, just yo, And then her question's like, yo, can we add one more sales guy to the lead notifications? I'm like, you could just fucking email me.
Right.
To call me. Like,
I feel like that would be good to have like an assistant for that. Just take all your client calls, like follow-ups and stuff, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, 100%. But like, she actually called me personally. She had my number from like a sales call.
That's awesome. And then, sorry, one more question here as well. As far as people you recommend?
Nah, I'm not using Stripe. So like, what happened to me is, and again, I wasn't making that much money back then. It was maybe like 4 or 5K a month, and then I got like 2 or 3 payments, so it was like 3 or 4K, and then I got a email from Stripe Friday, 11:55 p.m. like, hey, we detected unusual activity. You're a fucking scammer. Well, hold on to your money for like 120 days.
What?
And they're like, and I'm like, and when they do that, they block the access to support. So you literally like reaching out to them. I finally go to somebody and I was like, hey, like, why did I get is prone to like disputes and like chargebacks because you might fucking scam some people? And I'm like, hold on a second. In the whole history of my account, I never got a refund and never got a dispute. Like, what are you on about? Like, oh, it's our system just detected that. So I would not use them because I personally do not enjoy my money being held by other people without my control. It's not fun, trust me. Like, I was fucking shitting myself, or like even just like rent or whatever else. Basis cost, it's pretty individual. Like, I don't think they charge anything like upfront. I mean, they just charge like a percentage. Like, the percentage like depends on your. It will be around like maybe 4, maybe like 4-ish%, maybe 4.5. I'm paying less because I've processed just like a fuck ton of money with them, so I can like negotiate. But
is that what you're using? You're using fan basis?
Yeah, I'm using fan basis personally.
Okay. Understood. I guess, and let's throw one last question here, but if you could just go back to when you were first starting, you know, obviously you've had a bad experience with Stripe. You quickly learned what other payment processor to use. Were there any other shortcuts along the way? So many. Is there any like a top 2 or top 3 that you could just pinpoint and be like, look,
the top one is just like not trying to charge high per client if you've never found a client without ever running ads. And I was wondering why I can't sign anybody for 4 months versus if I took 2 or 3 weeks to just like get a bunch of people on, learn my shit, and then I bet that after the 2 or 3 weeks of like wasted time, I could have got a client like next week versus you know, me trying to get it for 4 months. So I would try to, I know it's don't focus on money, but like I would actually not focus on making money in your first like month or 2 or 3. I would just focus on like getting good, because once you get good, like you'll make like way more. So that's what I would.
The call, or have your closers structure the call to where maybe you're showing them like a demo or prior work that you guys have done to build up that value.
Oh yeah. So the actual call, it's the first like 10 minutes like discovery, just like my closer trying to see why is this person on the call, which is, you know, something deeper than like, it's not like, hey, why are you in the call? Well, I fucking want leads. Oh, fucking great. I sell leads. Then how much is it? Okay, is it okay? Great. No, it's a bit deeper. It's like, you know, why are you on this call? Like, if you know you're running this for like 5 years, like, are you not like, why didn't you solve it yet? Oh, I've tried a marketing agency. Okay, well, I mean, if you're still here, then it fucking didn't work out. Like, what happened? Oh, the lead quality was shit. Okay, why was the lead quality shit? Oh, because they didn't do this. Oh, okay. With that collect, where you go to your pitch, you can be like, oh, remember when you told me that you're getting a lot of unqualified people? Like, that's how we solve it. So you can use their like pain points and pretty much like show them why this time is going to be different.
Got it. Basically, just ask them what went wrong before, use those pain points against them to build value.
It's not only what went wrong. It's like, you know, what are you trying to get? Like, as much as you want. Like, I would just like try to think of it as like you have a friend who's running a business. You're trying to help him scale. Like, what possibly do you need to know before helping him out?
Right.
And then after that, just like, you know, try to obviously use it against him and sell it.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Carol. You're the man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, good, man. My pleasure. Well, it's good, Martin. I think that'll be the last question for today.
All right, thank you. I have a question. In real life, I went to the client in person.
Damn.
I showed him a whole presentation, and I asked him like a retainer. And he has like a restaurant business. It was not even my ideal customer or the niche that I wanted to go with, but someone recommended me. So I was like, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
And I asked him for like 500 and then for him like 600 euros in ad spend. So maybe around 20 euros a day. And that was like too expensive for him. And then he said like, can we not do like pay on result? So for example, like pay per lead or something. Now my question, how do you know what price to?
Well, that's where, you know, being in one niche helps. Like, what is their ticket price? Like, what's their selling ticket? Like, how much they sell it for, right? So
his margin, it was like very low because he was selling food, maybe like 33 euros. I have an example, like I have a friend I do ads for. He has like a flooring company. So let's say of per project,
Okay, well, then you would have to look at his profit, which is probably very high with that per project. And so then you have to ask him, like, how many appointments do you need to close a project, right? So let's say like he needs 3 appointments to land 1 job. So that means that, you know, each appointment, if you had 1,000, then each appointment is worth like 333. So you can comfortably charge him probably like between 50 and 100 per. He needs to make some money on that, obviously, but like you also cannot, like, there's one person before, I think Alex, who said that he's doing 20 bucks per lead. Like, you cannot sell yourself like short, because you need to look at the end of the day, like, what is it? Not like cost me. You have to be like, what is it worth to you? Well, if it's worth to you at $1,000 deal, then fucking pay me 100, right? Like, don't be greedy. Just like pay me 100. You make 1,000. Everybody's making money. Let's go, right?
So can I ask, like, first, what his profit margin is, and then how much of the appointments convert? And then...
how much do you charge? Okay, 1,000. Okay, like, what is your closing rate? So how many appointments do you think you need to land 1 job? 2. By the way, everybody will lie to you and be like, oh man, if I get 10 appointments, I sell 10 jobs. It's not you fucking know, but they all say that. So let's say, how many appointments do you need to close a job? 2. Okay, so, and then what is your profit margin? 60%. Okay, so you're making 60. The next week you can be 100, you can be 150, and they'll be like, no, fuck off. You can be like, okay, let me go back to 100, right? So you can test it out.
All right. Thank you so much, man. I will.
I don't see any other questions, but we're also going for like hit and pause. If somebody joined later or early or whatever, like Sunday or Saturday, probably like Sunday. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much, boys, and see you on the next one.
Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it.
Good, boys.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.